Hello, my name is Justin Wright, and I am currently taking part in the NAIT Personal Fitness Trainer course. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about vitamins and vitamin supplementation. Vitamins. Vitamins play a very important role in the human body. Without them, it wouldn't function correctly. Most people look to get their average daily vitamins out of diet, but not everyone can. Some people claim that vitamin supplementation is just a run for your money, but for other people it can actually be necessary. So whether it's for energy, for health, or for weight loss, getting your daily vitamins is very important. Now we're going to play a little video on the basics of vitamins.
A, C, E, D, B, K. No, this isn't some random out-of-order alphabet. These are vitamins. And just like letters build words, they're the building blocks that keep the body running. Vitamins are organic compounds we need to ingest in small amounts to keep functioning. They're the body's builders, defenders, and maintenance workers, helping it to build muscle and bone, make use of nutrients, capture and use energy, and heal wounds. If you need convincing about vitamin value, just consider the plight of olden-day sailors who had no access to vitamin-rich fresh produce. They got scurvy, but vitamin C, abundant in fruits and vegetables, was the simple antidote to this disease. While bacteria, fungi, and plants produce their own vitamins, our bodies can't, so we have to get them from other sources. So how does the body get vitamins from out there into here? That's dependent on the form these compounds take. Vitamins come in two types, lipid-soluble and water-soluble, and the difference between them determines how the body transports and stores vitamins, and gets rid of the excess. The water-solubles are vitamin C and B complex vitamins that are made up of 8 different types that each do something unique. These are dissolved in the watery parts of fruits, vegetables, and grains, meaning their passage through the body is relatively straightforward. Once inside the system, these foods are digested, and the vitamins within them are taken up directly by the bloodstream. Because blood plasma is water-based, water-soluble vitamins C and B have their transport cut out for them, and can move around freely within the body. For lipid-soluble vitamins, dissolved in fat and found in foods like dairy, butter, and oils, this trip into the blood is a little more adventurous. These vitamins make it through the stomach and the intestine, where an acidic substance called bile flows in from the liver, breaking up the fat and preparing it for absorption through the intestinal wall. Because fat-soluble vitamins can't make use of the blood's watery nature, they need something else to move them around. And that comes from proteins that attach to the vitamins and act like couriers, transporting fat solubles into the blood and around the body. So this difference between water or fat-soluble vitamins determines how they get into the blood, but also how they're stored or rejected from the body. The system's ability to circulate water-soluble vitamins in the bloodstream so easily means that most of them can be passed out equally easily via the kidneys. Because of that, most water-soluble vitamins need to be replenished on a daily basis through the food we eat. But fat-soluble vitamins have staying power because they can be packed into the liver and in fat cells. The body treats these parts like a pantry, storing the vitamins there and rationing them out when needed, meaning we shouldn't overload on this type of vitamin because the body is generally well stocked. Once we've figured the logistics of transport and storage, the vitamins are left to do the work they came here to do in the first place. Some, like many of the B-complex vitamins, make up coenzymes, whose job it is to help enzymes release the energy from food. Other B vitamins then help the body to use that energy. From vitamin C, you get the ability to fight infection and make collagen, a kind of tissue that forms bones and teeth and heals wounds. Vitamin A helps make white blood cells, key in the body's defense, helps shape bones, and improves vision by keeping the cells of the eye in check. Vitamin D gathers calcium and phosphorus so we can make bones, and vitamin E works as an antioxidant, getting rid of elements in the body that can damage cells. Finally, from vitamin K, we score the ability to clot blood, since it helps make the proteins that do this job. Without this vitamin variety, humans face deficiencies that cause a range of problems, like fatigue, nerve damage, heart disorders, or diseases like rickets and scurvy. On the other hand, too much of any vitamin can cause toxicity in the body. So there goes the myth that loading yourself with supplements is a great idea. In reality, it's all about getting the balance right and hitting that vitamin jackpot.
Now that we got over the basics, we're going to move on to risks and deficiencies. So the risks. Too much or too little of any vitamin can be dangerous. So it's very important to know how much of a certain vitamin you can take. As well, it's very important for you to understand what vitamins you're deficient in, as that can affect what you should be supplementing with. Deficiencies. Although malnourishment is much more common in second and third world countries, it still exists everywhere. These problems can result in something as little as lack of energy to something as big as nerve damage or deformities in the body. Here you see a picture of rickets, which is caused by a deficiency in vitamin D, phosphorus, or calcium, which makes the bones weaker and causes them to take odd shapes. Now pellagra. Pellagra is caused by a vitamin B3 deficiency or niacin. Upon contracting this, skin sores appear, delusion, and various gastrointestinal problems. This is generally only found in third world countries. Now that I've talked a little bit about ones you find in second and third world countries, we're going to move on to ones that are more commonly found here. One of the most commonly found diseases in North America is a vitamin D deficiency. A large amount of Americans are vitamin D deficient. As shown before, vitamin D plays a big role in bone health. More recent studies have been showing that it is also linked to the immune system, energy synthesis, and helping ward off diseases such as cancer and diabetes. Anemia. Anemia is a disease that can occur when the body does not have enough vitamins to produce red blood cells. This can either be caused by vitamin C, vitamin B12, or folate. Many Americans have this disease, but it is more commonly found in women than men. Who could benefit from vitamins? As stated earlier, not each and every person can get their recommended daily allowance from diet. Specific diets lack from certain nutrients. Specific athletes, people with intolerances, people from different climates or parts of the world. Vegetarians and vegans. Vegetarians most commonly don't eat meat, and vegans don't eat animal-based proteins, or foods in general. Although it is possible for them to get all their nutrients from food, it's very difficult, and deficiencies are commonly found in these types of diets. Some health professionals will recommend supplementing with vitamin B12, iron, calcium, or zinc. Lactose intolerant people. People that are lactose intolerant have trouble digesting a sugar called lactate, which is generally found in dairy products. Most lactose intolerant people are not able to get their daily intake of calcium into their diet as a result of this. This may be a prime example of where calcium supplementation can be beneficial. Elderly people. As elders may have trouble getting all their nutrients in from food, it is becoming more and more common seeing protein and vitamin supplements recommended by health professionals. Depending on what the specific person is lacking from the diet, decides what vitamins they need. But in general, when you get older, your immune system starts to deteriorate, as well as bones. So this could suggest that calcium supplementation and vitamin supplementation can both be beneficial. Celiac disease. Celiac disease causes damage to the intestine. Digesting certain foods becomes difficult. Specifically foods that have gluten in them, as this is referred to as gluten intolerance. Along with this, many different vitamin deficiencies are commonly found. Multivitamins are recommended for this, as several deficiencies can be found, but in specific, B vitamins, D vitamins, calcium, and iron are generally the key nutrients that these type of people will be lacking and should supplement with. Now on to recommendations. Vitamin supplementation can really be beneficial to anyone, as getting a completely healthy diet with all your nutrients can be quite difficult. In my opinion, multivitamins are the smartest idea, as you don't have to worry about taking too much or too little of all the vitamins. Misleading. Lots of companies will label their products with, say, things saying containing lots of vitamins or rich in something else, kind of to con you into getting them when they're really not actually that healthy. One of the examples I have is vitamin water. Now, it sounds good because it's vitamins and it's water. Of course you're going to want to get your vitamins in, but what you don't realize is how much sugar is actually in this vitamin water. Tips. When it comes to supplements, everyone wants to get their money's worth, but they don't really know how. The truth is, whether it is supplements or vitamins, the packaging is usually going to be 80% of the value. Key factors to look at when you're looking at supplements is how much they want you to take a day, how much vitamin is really packed into the gel capsules or whatever form you're taking, and the cost of the overall product. You don't want something that costs extremely expensive compared to something with the exact same product inside. If you're not really sure what to take as a vitamin or what you're deficient in, it's smart to contact a dietitian or a nutritionist, and it can be very beneficial to your health. As some people may have stomach problems digesting vitamins, it's smart to take the vitamins with food. If that doesn't work, there is chewable vitamins that you can also take. Now, for an activity, I want you, next time you go shopping, I want you to think about all the vitamins in what you are getting. Try to make a list, and then when you get home, I want you to look up the list and see how accurate your thoughts were. There's my references. Thanks again, and I hope you enjoyed.